Today on A Commonly Good MTG, we're playing Naya Dinosaurs. Naya Dinosaur. What is Naya? Naya is 3 different colors. Green, of which there is a billion of it. White and red. That single red dot there makes this Naya rather than Selesnya. All right, and dinosaurs, because this is a big-time dinosaur deck. If that sounds good to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, and despite rumors to the contrary, I had absolutely nothing to do with the collapse of the 23andMe DNA testing empire. Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, posted by bixxplays, bixxplays, called Standard Naya Dinos. Standard Naya Dinos is an aggro deck, he says. This seems a little bit more mid-rangey to me, but he says it's aggro, so take it for what you will. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We're going to take a little bit about how this deck should work, and then we're going to go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. All right, what do we got today? We've got mana, creature kill. Go fetch something out of the graveyard or library and put it right into play, as well as in having a pretty kick-ass dude if you can crack this egg open. Really cheap dinosaur, and making all your dudes pumped when they come into play. A fairly cheap dinosaur that gives you more mana, so we got a lot of ramp going on in this deck. And then it's like Earthshaker, so 6/6 trample. This guy is a 12/12 trample, and whenever you attack, you can put out attacking dinosaurs or create vampire tokens. What else we got here? This gives doubles target creature's power till the end of the turn. And if one of your creatures dies, you create a fungus dinosaur equal to the toughness, the base power and toughness of each, whatever. It creates a fungusaur. Gishath, vigilance, trample, haste, 7/6. And whenever he deals damage, you get to take any dinosaurs you find atop your library and put them into the battlefield. Any number of dinosaurs, yeah, and then the rest of the cards, whatever else not dinosaur, yeah, you put them onto your battlefield and everything else on the bottom of your library. And Ghalta, who's a 12/12 trampler, but it can be cast for much less than 12, provided you got some beefy dudes out otherwise. Look at his little arms. Look at my little arms. All right, and then we got nice collections of mana there. What are we going to do? We're going to get out. Hopefully, we got it. This you have to curve. You have to curve at this. So mulliganing is important. So we need to get out our mana elves a little bit at the first there. Work our way to our mid-range dinosaurs, which will help us get into the upper dinosaurs. This is essentially a ramp deck. If we just go straight to the big ones, we're not going to be able to play them, and we just sit around with our thumb up our butt for a half hour. All right, but eventually we'll get our big dudes out and just start smacking people around. If we get into trouble, we got some creature kills to hopefully do what we need to do, and that's it. All right, so before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's talk about let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. That's the deal. All right, hands together. Dear Black Queen Shouldered, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, we're playing against Cletus. We need a lot of green, and we have absolutely no green whatsoever. Let's go find some green. Funny part is it. Yeah, we need at least one more green to make this stuff happen. There we go. Ooh, I was getting very concerned. This is supposed to be a Naya deck, but how is this Naya? Somehow I don't expect this guy to last on the board very long. I'm surprised. Whenever I'm looking at decks, nobody plays with removal at all. Let's just beat his butt over and over again. He's going to be scared to put things out. I'm not going to put things out, but I got a 5-er on the board. You're going to have to blow it away with the Silex. That sucks. One, two, three, four, five. I don't think you got the mana to play my guys either, dude. All right, I'm getting bored. There you go. Your go, man. Make a decision. There's only 6 cards there. Is it time to blow your taco stand? All right, here we go. In for 6. While the Urz is out there, we're just going to choke it back. I got to wait till I get some anti-artifact going on. I don't think we have that, though. I realized I had no idea what Ghalta and Mavren did. So I don't have any haste. It's not going to help me. I could double up. Let's just do that then. And we win! Boom! Frickin' boom! In your face, Junie beat Jones. All right, playing against destroyTHC. I don't know what we're going to be biting with a Llanowar Elf out there. And a bite down. I guess Regal Imperiosaur will get us pretty far. That's turn 2. I'm sorry, this guy looks like a World War II Nazi. I really have a hard time with this particular thing. Alright, so we still got to get to 7 before we can play this. And a lot more, at least one more white mana than what we got. Alright, so we got to do some biting. Just gonna let it through. Hammerskull! Alright, we got some nice guys there. Still, we're only at 4 mana. Because we're playing Dino to Dino. We'll be able to eat somebody on the next turn. A couple people, possibly. I'll take us Ward 2. Cost me everything, but there's 12. You try to stop the hemorrhaging a little bit with a one-turn bump. You want to jump in the way. You have no mana, so I know that nothing's going to happen here. What does this guy do? Yeah, I think his turn is over. He's just a 3/3. All right, don't rope me. Don't. There you go. Come on, just make a decision and go with it. All right, you got 4 mana. I know, it's not good, man. It's not good. So it's 13 right there. Let's go. Go, go, go. Speed Racer. Victory. All right, playing against userIDkilla. Nope. Red. That is a bad color for us. So I'm going to go for green. That's everything we need, really. All right, so bite down's good. We can take out something on the next turn, probably. What can I do? 2 is what I'm looking for? That's not quite enough. No, that's at least a 3. Okay, that's not enough. That's not a dinosaur card. All right, so whatever, here we go. You're forced to do it. That sucks. All right, next turn we can pop this thing, because then we can do 1, 2, and 4, and go get like a Hulking Raptor or something. This guy, I just realized, he doesn't have any mana. That's why things have been going so well for us. And we win. I'm sorry, dude. I'm really sorry about that. Victory! All right, we're playing against Trax. I played against Trax before. I killed Trax. That's a lot of mana. It's the fancy ghost. You think I'd be able to go first sometime? That'd be great. I will tribute it up. That way our little mana boys will be strong at least. I'm going to go for white. We have plenty of green. Llanowar Elf. Llanowar Lorekeeper. All right. Do we have enough for Gishath at the next turn? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we need 8 for it. But I think we can Skullspore Nexus this thing. Should we just kill that? Just go for it. I don't have it. All right, whatever. Because we used all those other guys up. Still, -2. I won the game. Victory! I have pen against Orzata. Three, 4, 5. Is there only 5 clues in this room? All right, we get to a nice Hulking Raptor, but we'll see what it gets for us because we need to get other cards after that. All right, I don't know where this is going. It's a 2, right? I see those guys are always the recipients of enchantments. That's the deal. And that guy's got ward on him, which makes him harder to kill. We take him out early, that's a whole lot of his game he can't do. All right, pass the rock, yo. Come on, you just got to push buttons. You don't have to do anything else here. This is what it looks like when you push buttons. There you go. Congratulations. I remember there used to be a Ravnica cassette. You could knock down whole buildings in the background. It was pretty fantastic. All right, let's go for white. Just in case. All All right, so what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we just need stuff that costs 8. There you go. You see, that's how you play the game right there. All right, so I can do all of the above. Ooh, I could do some great stuff here. Oh, except for you're a dinosaur. I'll tell you, we'll use you to put out this one. This is fine. Yeah, the lore keeper being dinosaur specific, it makes things kind of tripsy. What is this supposed to do? Put counters and counter up to one target player unless the controller pays mana equal to the greatest power amongst creatures you control. That seems like a really bad choice. All right, next turn we're doubling. Next to blockers. See, that's a much better resource use of that. All right, he's down to 7. And I get to create a Fungusaur. Sure, let's put out another one. All right, let's go for it. All right, I better use it now while I have the opportunity. Block away, Jimmy Dean. He's down to 7. We got more Fungusaurs. He's running out of things to do, and that's fantastic. All right, you're out of things, man. Is that a thing you're going to do? All right. Retrieve an instant or sorcery. Bouncing again. Nice. So it gets bounced. I guess, no, that's it. He had no mana. All right, there we go. Winner, winner, victory dinner. Victory! All right, so here we are with Naya Dinos. It was an interesting take on dinosaurs. I mean, sure, it does the normal dinosaur thing. We got like Lore Keeper, which works our way into the Hulking Raptor. Pugnacious Hammerskull shows up. Regal Imperiosaur, which is the new normal for Regal Imperiosaur, or for dinosaurs. The cool thing, though, was I haven't played. I mean, I think I played with Ghalta and Mavren sometime in the past. It was cool seeing that. Skullspore Nexus, great. Ghalta, Gishath, Earthshaker Dreadmaw. Yeah, totally cool. This was a nice collection of other things. This was really more or less a green version of the deck, just mono green dinosaurs. But then we had the Selesnya version when we put Ghalta and Mavren in there, and then Naya because we need Gishath's son's avatar. There's no tricks. It was just, yeah, we're going to get out the mana that we need and we're going to play it. We're going to ramp a little bit and get to it. Sometimes the ramping didn't work, and then we had nothing but big cards in our hand and no way of getting to it. That kind of sucked. And that's probably why the deck didn't hit as hard as it could. So let's get down to it. Let's talk about who the MVP of this deck was. Looking at the cards here, I'm going to say that it was probably the Hulking Raptor. I mean, just the reason why is because the Hulking Raptor allowed you to, you could pay for it relatively cheap at 4, as well as then jumps you directly into 6. 6 can get you into just Earthshaker Dreadmaw, and then a bunch of other cool stuff you could pay for along the way. These guys were all super expensive, though. We got 7, 8. Luckily, this thing came in a lot cheaper, depending on the number of things you had out there. Ghalta was cheaper when you had things out there. Usually, that would be the detail. If you got the Hulking Raptor out, you got a Ghalta, you can get Ghalta out. It was good. So the deck had a decent amount of ability, but sometimes things just didn't go in your particular direction. But I'm going to give it to the Hulking Raptor. You were the MVP of this particular deck. Congratulations, you're going to Disneyland. All right, so see, was this deck competitive? Not particularly. I mean, it was, let me just check it out. We're at 53%, just barely worth playing. So, there you lose a lot. I mean, it's like every other game practically, right? But you win every other game, just barely enough. I liked playing it. It felt good, but yet there was so many other times you're just getting your butt beat. And sometimes it's because the deck just didn't work. And that's the worst. So I'm not going to say it's not a competitive deck. This is going to be in the B category. Number 2, was this deck fun? Well, when the deck came together, it was fantastic because there's so many great ways. There's a great curve on here. You get the mana guys out early. You work your way into the early dinosaurs, which works your way into the upper dinosaurs. You're playing these guys down turn 4, turn 5, and just going nuts on people. You had a little bit of control. When it worked, it was fantastic. But there were so many times this deck just crapped the bed. So, yeah, it was fun when it came together. Lastly, was this deck interesting? Somehow I always get suckered into playing new dinosaur decks like there's something new about them. What got me this time was Ghalta and Mavren and the Skullspore Nexus and seeing Gishath's son's avatar. I think I played with Gishath in some dinosaur deck recently, but seeing the multicolors, seeing this was a Naya version of it, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be interesting. It was cool. There was some dinosaurs we hadn't really played with at the top level here. Where's that red trumpeter or whatever? I don't know. We really didn't have the mana for it, but that's okay. It was an interesting play on the Dino deck. So I'm going to say it was not the greatest, most interesting deck in the world, but it was tribal-ish. So yeah, it's going to get interesting points. All right, so let's add that up. Was this deck competitive? Not really. Was this deck fun? Some of the time. Was it interesting? Enough. So I'm going to give this deck a B+. It's a B+ deck. If you're a big fan of dinos, yeah, you should play this deck. If you're looking for the nice curve and to have some fun, yeah, it's a great one to play. You're not going to climb the ladder on this thing. It's just not consistent enough to do it. But other than that, it was a great deck. It was a pretty fun deck to play. So B+, that's what we get today. And if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.